Okay, I'm going to go over a problem that I got out of this book, Financial Markets and Institutions, 8th edition. And my students were having problems with this problem, so I figured I would show you how to do it. So this is a very good book if you're a professor interested in teaching this class, or if you're just someone that's interested in reading a good textbook on financial markets and institutions. So let's just go right to the problem. And so it has this information, and it has the CAMELS components. And so a lot of times trying to get this type of information into a problem, you could try highlighting it like this, and right click and go copy. And then I'm going to go alternate tab to go back to my Excel document, and then I'm going to right click. I usually like to try a pasting special, because a lot of times if you go text, it'll put it in there pretty well. And you can see that this institution needs to go here, and this institution needs to go here. It saved me a lot of typing, didn't it? So that's very handy. So this is the information that we're given, and so I'll just go ahead and label this as the given section. And then it also has the CAMELS ratings is 25%, 20%. We could say weighted CAMELS ratings. We can just call it weights. It's 25%, 20%, 25%. So we can put that right here. Weights, 25%, 20%, 25%. And then it's 10, 10, and 10. Okay. So I'm just getting everything put in here. Now I imagine if I highlight this and look down here, it's going to sum to 100%, right? Since it's a weights. All right. So now we have that, and it wants us to find. The initial deposit insurance assessment rate. So it wants us to find this. Okay. Sometimes you can try and right click and copy, and just paste it here. Control V. This is what we want to find. Okay. So we got quite a bit done without even doing any typing, just copying and pasting. And they also have these different tables up here. I'm kind of gonna go kind of fast because these first two tables, because I'm just trying to keep this video short. So these first two tables, they have just information you can look at. But mainly we want to look at, before we get started, let's just go ahead and go to the solution area. And the first thing we would want to calculate, since we have these weights here, we can do we can take these CAMEL components. So I'm going to go equal CAMELS components. And I'll just go ahead and copy that down. And all you have to do is we go institution A. So I'm going to go equals institution A. And I'm going to drag this across. And all you need to do is you can take this times this and this times this and so on. So I could just say this equals this times this weight over here. Now I'm going to copy this equation to the right. So if I hit F4 on this 3 times, F4, it puts the $sign in front of the D, so that means this won't move. Like if I copy this over, this will move over, but this won't move over, and that's what we want. And you'll see how this works. So if I copy it over, if you look at the formula, now it's that, right? So it's stuck on that. Since I put a $sign in front of the D, in front of the columns, it made this absolute, right? So, but then I copy it down, I can still copy it down, and I won't make it absolute in the row direction, right? Since I put in a $sign. Now you can see this one is that times that, and that one's. So that $sign in the column makes it so it sticks in this column, but it goes up and down. So it's very easy to put those formulas in. Let me put the formula in here. And then copy this down. And then the next thing we want to do is we want to sum them. So I'm going to go ahead and underline it. And the easy way to sum is just hit this auto sum. And with it, we could just call this the weighted average CAMELS components. Okay, so now we've used that. So the next thing we want to address is we want to address table 1323. So table 1323, let's go ahead and click on that. And again, we can, to save time typing, we can just highlight all these. Right click while I'm on the highlighter and go copy. And let me go back to Excel. And I'll go ahead down here and I'm going to right click, paste special, paste as text. And we don't really need these two things here because this is from a different problem. So we just need this. Let me wrap this so it doesn't get in our way. All right, so again, we're going to do the loans. So I'm going to go equal, or each institution separately. And all I have to do is just take this number, and you can see construction and development is starts right here, right? So I can say this is equal to this number. I'm going to go F4 3 times because when I copy this formula over, I don't want it to move over. I want it to be move up and down, so I'm not going to make it absolute in the vertical, but I make it absolute left and right. And I'm going to take that times the institution A construction and development, like that, right? And then these other ones, you can see they're in order. I already checked, so I can copy this across and down. And then what we're going to do the same thing. We're going to sum these. Now I'm going kind of fast, but you can pause, rewind, whatever you need to do. So now we have the loan index mix, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just move this over. And I'm going to justify it so you can see it there a little bit better. I'm going to put these formulas here. You can see this again. Excel's pretty fast if you know all the little sneaky tricks, right? So the next thing we want to do, we want to go to the next table. And the next table was, I'm going to close this. So we're going to go to table 1324, and we're going to get these numbers, this pricing multiplier. I'm going to go copy, go back to Excel. Again, paste special, paste as text. And we have these pricing multipliers. And then we're going to go ahead and use institution A and B again. And so what we're going to do, uniform amount just means it's going to be equal to this. I'm going to F4 it twice. Or I'm just going to hit F4 once. And that's just a uniform amount that goes on both of them. And we have then this is the multiplier for the leverage ratio. So this is going to be equal to this. Again, F4 to get the dollars in front of the B. And you can see the leverage ratio is right here. Okay. And, whoop, I forgot to, let me try that again. Equals this, F4 till you get the dollar sign in front of the B, times this leverage ratio. Now again, these are in order. These are in the same order, so all I have to do is copy it over and down. And you're going to get these numbers here. Let me put the formulas again. Okay. So this is just simply equal to this times the leverage ratio for institution A. And then these are in the same order going down. All right. So lastly, we just calculated these weighted averages, right? So this is again, I can copy this down. But this is going to be pointing now to our CAMELS ratio, right? Which is right here. Copy it across. And this one I can copy it down again. So it's not counting to the it's counting to, now it's going to be pointing to, oops, let me do that again. So now it's this times, I'm going to drag this down to this right here. Whoop, escape. And then copy this across. And then finally, we can do it or answer what it wants for an answer. Let me write justify that. And this is just going to be equal to auto sum of these. And that's your answer. So I probably made that look pretty easy. You notice I did the whole thing without doing any typing, didn't I? I basically, well, maybe I did a little bit of typing, but not very much, right? I typed these weights in. I was able to do that fairly quickly without, and that's the answer you should have got on the quiz. All right? So, hopefully that helped. I know that problem was a little bit tricky. Like, what do I do here? But hopefully that helps. If you like this video, go ahead and circle, or go ahead, my picture will come up here. You can click on that if you want to subscribe by clicking on my picture if you haven't done so. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Make me any comments. Thanks for watching.